Hey, how's it going out there? It's two birds, one show. DeeTer, that's my buddy RicT.
Yo,
How's how's it going, Ricky?
what's going on?
No, not much, man. It's a hot one today, man.
Yeah, I was
Whew.
gonna say hottest balls out here in my garage, dude. Fucking
Mm.
tell you what.
Well, we talk craft beer and Philly sports. Not a whole lot of Philly sports going on right now. I figure maybe we'd get into the All-Star game. Philly's made a nice presence there, and
Yeah,
maybe a little bit about the basketball summer league. You know what I mean? But
as if
a whole lot
as if
going
that
on.
fucking matters at all.
Yeah,
That's
I
summer league's
know.
a joke.
So we'll
Um,
probably mostly talk beer.
yeah, which is cool.
Yeah,
What are you
but
sipping on?
I'm just finishing up at Alien Church. It was a
Nice,
pre podcast beer, if you would.
always a
Yeah,
great beer.
yeah, it's always a good beer. But we're on a BGSE channel on YouTube. If you're new to the show, and there's a lot of other good shows on there. There's Man Cave, the Chop Shop, and Big Game James' show too. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Big Game James or something. Big Game Sports is what it's called.
Yeah,
But
all the shows on this channel are all really good. Shout out to all them guys too doing their
yeah,
thing. Um, Yeah, I'm rocking my Waterfront Brewery shirt. Shout out to Waterfront Brewery in Key West. Cool fucking spot, man. Great spot to hang out. Cool joint in one of the funnest places in the world.
oh wow.
So,
So that's in Key West. Nice. Is it a good little brewery?
yeah, actually it is. They had some really good beers there. I was a big fan. I was there for about 2 weeks, and I'd say in those 2 weeks I was probably at the brewery 5, 6, 7 times.
Hmm.
So yeah, I went there quite a bit. I was really enjoying it. There's a fun spot, and the beers were solid.
Nice.
Um, yeah, just shout out to the whole crew that went with us. It was a fun time. Also, shout out to Rich and Lynn, two of our loyal listeners every week. They stopped in, and let us know they always support our show, and good people. Tonight, I'm sipping on, not Treehouse for the first time.
What?
It's it's Fat Orange Cat. It's their 4th of July kittens. I meant to drink this on the 4th of July, but kind of just got, it gets in that beer fridge, and sometimes stuff just, fades into the ground. I wanted to celebrate our Independence Day, when us as Americans put up a collective middle finger to Britain and said, fuck you, we're doing our own thing. So shout out to, U.S. too. So 4th of July kitten.
The hell with the tea and the taxes.
You know what I mean?
All more, man.
Yep, we're doing our own thing.
So how is it? You take a sip yet?
Yeah, it's good. It's very smooth. I mean, there's like no bite or. I mean, it's good. I'd probably rate it a 4. Definitely getting some mosaic in there. A little guava, little
I
grapefruit,
haven't
little
had
blueberry.
much from our Orange Cat Brewery or whatever. I've only had a few things, and it was okay. I gotta try out more of them because they're around. They're everywhere. I always
Yeah,
see cans of it.
they're what they are. They're definitely, like you said. They're always good. Never am I, beating down the door to go find them. But when I see them here and there, I'll pick them up. I think they're in part of with that 12% beer project up in
Okay.
Connecticut, along with a lot of other really good ones. Whether it be Tim Browse or Abomination, or the list goes on and on. They got a ton of them. Eredita.
Now let's get a look at that. What's that look like there? Oh, it's nice. Yeah, a little thin body, nice color.
Yeah, definitely getting some mosaic in there. Definitely get some Simcoe. Shout out to Rich and Lynn, their favorite hop. Getting some Simcoe.
Simcoe is a good hop, man.
Yeah. So, and mosaic is probably the predominant hop that I'm tasting. It's good. Get a little of that blueberry essence from mosaic, and I get a little grapefruit in there, maybe a little guava, a little mild pine.
All right. I got a nice little collab going on here.
Nice.
This is given to me by my boss, Tony. He's part of Breweries and PA Group. A bunch of good guys. This is a Trogs and Warwick Farm collab. Yeah. What's that?
Awesome. Couple great PA breweries.
Nice little cloudy thing going on.
Yeah, it's dope.
What does that even say, though? Imagining for clouds, or I don't. Oh my god, what does that say? Jesus, it's like, is that ION? I don't.
I don't know. I can't tell from here.
Imagining
For
I would say
clouds.
imagining, but it's like IONAGING. You
Is
know
it
what I mean?
is it foraging?
Yeah, foraging. Man, you are good. You're good. Oh my god.
You're good, Joe.
Phew, man, what would I do without you, Ricky?
Yeah.
God. All right, let's see how this bad boy is. All right. So far, so good.
Nice.
Look at this nice color, nice orange
Oh,
hue.
yeah, real nice. Wow.
Big body, nice
you can
head.
see that.
Now we
Definitely.
go for sip-ins.
Okay.
Oh god, that is stellar. That's
Nice.
really good. Nice and creamy. A lot of oats. Nice, like little bready taste, I guess.
Okay. What's your ABV at?
Oh my god, man, that is good. That's got a nice malt build. You're not really going too heavy with the hops here, man. But that malt is great. I wonder what the hell that is. Okay, so it's saying hop with Simcoe, Strata, and a Azaka.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Simcoe.
God. Oh God. You know why I love this beer?
Why?
Because it's a 9.1%.
That's your shit, yo.
You need that 1%. You want
Yeah.
that 0.1, man. It makes a difference. Oh man, 9%. This is a good beer. Oh my god. Get the little sweetness from the Azaka, you know, a little bit of Strata, give maybe a little bit of that strawberry. Oh man. At first it got the big body, you know what I mean? The big oats, because look, that's a creamy beer,
I can see. Yeah, that's great color and body. It looks like a great body on that.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, Warwick is so good.
Yeah.
You like that beer I gave you, right?
Thank you for that beer. Yeah, that was really fucking good beer, dude.
Yeah.
That was a nice beer. And it was great too because I watched it right after the MLB All-Star game. It was called High Heat. It was like the skeleton pitching the ball.
Good. I could just drink that like right now. Just put that down, dude. Is that good?
Nice.
Oh god, I haven't had a 9%er in a while, man.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
That's getting better and better too. As it warms a little bit, it's opening in flavor too. This is about 7.4%.
Nice.
Yeah, so right in our wheelhouse.
For anybody local, man, get over to Warwick Brewery, man. That's a good spot, dude. Good beer. Here we go.
For sure.
Gregory, what up, guys? Hey, how's it going there, Gregory?
What up, Greg?
Ooh. Man, well, for those who just start watching us, we talk craft beer and sports. Like to dive into first beer and then get in a little bit of sports. And I guess we might as well start with the MLB All-Star game. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I loved about that game is the Phillies played an integral role in the National League getting their first win in like 10 or 12 years.
12 years, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Castellanos, he had a hit and a walk, scored the game time run. Kimbrel with the save in a 1-run game in the 9th inning.
Man, that chicken wing, man, closing it out, dude.
Do you know he's one of only
pitcher, man.
He's one of only 12 pitchers all time. Now you're talking hundreds of thousands of players came through MLB. One of 12 pitchers to ever make 9 All-Star games, and he's made it on 4 different teams.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's going to the Hall of Fame someday.
Yeah, he's still rocking it, dude. He's still doing good, man. I like to see him when he's in the relief. He's a solid inning pitcher, man. He'll get you through that inning, no problem.
Dude, he's got ice water in his veins. He's got what it takes to be a closer, and he's pitching some of the best baseball I've seen him pitch in a few years. I mean, his stuff is on point, and I think he's a guy I trust. If we get into a big game in the playoffs or to get into the playoffs, I trust him. In the 8th, 9th inning.
Greg's got a comment there. What's that? A honey to the Phils?
So I wish, but that ain't gonna happen. That guy's going to get $500 million. He's going to watch. He's going to end up on a New York team. I'll bet you dollars to donuts. Because as much as I'm a fan, they're the only team stupid enough to pay $500 million to a player. Probably
he's gonna make a ton of money, dude.
The Mutts, probably the fucking New York Mutts. They'll probably sign him, give him, fucking $75 million a year. I like Ohtani and all, but fuck that. I wouldn't. That's too much. But he's a transcendent player. He's unlike anything we've ever seen or might ever see again. That's
that Japanese player that hits and can pitch, right?
And he's really good at both.
$60 million a year.
Wow. He's going to get more than $60 million a year. With Justin Verlander's getting what this year, close to $50 million. Ohtani's going to get $40 million as a hitter, and he's going to get $40 million as a pitcher. He's probably going to get about $80 million a year. If he gives a discount, like I said, maybe 75, but probably 80 mil per. And you're probably looking at, a 6-7 year deal. That equates out to close to $700 million. I'd love for the Phillies to get him, but I wouldn't give him that kind of money. It's foolish. Maybe he proves me wrong. Like I said, I'm a big Ohtani fan. If you see my Facebook feed, I'm always supporting the guy and he's a transcendent player. I'm a huge fan. I love watching him play, but I can't see that kind of money on one player.
Yeah, man. And God, for the Phillies to get something like that, that'd be unreal.
That would be great. It would be great.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself. It would be just like, wow. But
I agree. I would love that, but I don't see it happening.
It's nice to see Castellanos. He got a run at the game.
Yeah, and, he got a hit and a walk. Scored the game-tying run. Had a nice game. Played a good outfield.
And Topper, man. Topper coached it up, dude.
Coached a great game.
12 years in the National League, finally won, man. That's amazing.
It's impressive.
The team's looking solid too, man. They're doing good.
Well, I would have liked to go into the All-Star break better. I mean, they limped in, losing 2 out of 3 to Florida, which hurts because Florida's in front of us for the wild card race.
He's bad, honey. If we got him, mine exploding.
Oh, if they did, I would have liked to not limp in. Because Florida's in front of us right now for the wild card, and you needed to take 2 of those 3, and they shit the bed. I can't get on them. They've been playing good ball. Now this series starting tomorrow is huge. It's a 4-game series against the Padres, who are right there with us for the wild card. If you can somehow take 3 of these 4, that would be huge. I mean, that's big time right there. And that's showing that you probably are a team that's going to definitely contend for that wild card. If you go take 3 out of 4 in our park, which they should. I don't know if they will. I don't, more likely split the series, but let's hopefully they can get 3 out of 4.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great, man. So they played at home all 3 games, or
all 4 games? Yeah,
4 games.
Nice. Yeah, because there's a doubleheader on Saturday.
Oh wow! Yeah, my one Navy buddy, he's out in the West Coast. He's a big Padres fan. He's always at the games and such.
Yeah, I've always I always liked that organization. I always say, if I ever got to live out in the West Coast, San Diego's where I'd want to do it. And, I would definitely go to a lot of Padres games. It's a shame the Chargers left there, man, because every time I think of the Chargers, I think San Diego. Right. And it's just weird calling them the LA Chargers. It's just,
he's a big San Diego Chargers fan now, I guess, with the LA or whatever. Yeah. But he's always huge. And he was stationed over there. Now I think he does like contract work or whatnot.
Nice.
But yeah, he's doing real good.
Well, shout out to your buddy. What's his name?
Chris. Yeah.
Shout out to Chris. They'll always be the San Diego Chargers to me, bro. And bring back and keep the old school uniforms, the powder blue with the lightning bolts. For my money, best uniforms in sports history. All 4 sports. We can argue it. A lot of people got their own thing. That's cool. But for me, coolest unis ever. The powder
helmets were
blue,
badass, man. With
dude,
the
they're
lightning
the
stripes, dude. That was so
dopest
cool.
jersey of unis ever. For me. How about you? Would you have a favorite uni for a team in any sport?
God, yeah, I don't know, man. I
We can
never
do a
really
whole
thought about
topic. If anybody's watching, please shout out who you, if there's a favorite uni, whether it be a Philly team or anywhere, a college team, a pro team, any sport. I'd love to hear, because those San Diego Chargers unis are dope.
Back in the day, man, when I was a younger kid and had the starter jacket, I did have a Chiefs starter jacket. They were my AFC team.
Okay.
Yeah. But now I don't care for them because Andy Reid coaches for them.
Yeah, and they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I liked it when Joe Montana was on there, Christian Okoye.
The Nigerian nightmare, dude. One of the baddest ass running backs ever.
JJ Bird. They were an awesome team, man.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that dude. What position did he play?
I was a receiver, I believe.
Was he? Do you remember Barry Word for Kansas City?
Yeah.
Played running back with Okoye. Yeah.
That was a nasty squad, man.
Yeah. What do you speak while we're on this? Because I don't often talk about uniforms that much. Because in the grand scheme of things, I don't fucking care what they wear.
Right.
But I see they're going to be bringing back the Kelly Greens.
I hope so, man. Yeah, I love Kelly Green.
This is where it's weird for me. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Kelly Green. I like the midnight green, but
Gavin loved the Kelly Green Eagles.
It seems like most people do. Kelly Green represents losing to me for Eagles.
Dude, you can't be like that, dude. It's all history, man.
I know, but I don't like it, and I don't like the color. I just
Reggie
don't.
White, Buddy Ryan, man.
Listen, I'm a fan of those players, just not that color. Those unis. And Reggie White, they didn't always wear Kelly Green either. Kelly Green goes back a little before that.
Howard Carmichael, man, dude, that's all the greats, man. That I know what you're saying, dude. That does represent the losing time of the Eagles, and luckily we were very blessed to be, in the midnight green.
Yeah,
Super Bowl,
it's a fun topic. Listen, most people do like the Kelly Green. I'm in the minority. I like the midnight green.
History, man. The silver and the Kelly Green, man, that's like.
I love the history of my team, and I could recite the history of our team with the best of them. I just don't like that color. And I know I'm in the minority. Most people do. I do not. And I know they're only going to wear it. You know what I like better than all of them? I like when they wear the fucking black jerseys. I do. And the pants, I think that's badass. The black jerseys, black pants, and then you got the midnight green, the wing. That's intimidating.
Football season, I put up the old Kelly Green Eagles flag with the old Eagles symbol, and I love that, dude. Nice. You know what I mean? That's tight, dude.
Well, cheers to that. And that's the great part, about with the sports. I mean, there's something for everybody. And I know a lot of times, I can be in the minority, but it's the great part about sports, man. It's fucking a little something for everybody.
The only thing I can say, like the Kelly Green. Yeah, I mean, the Packers have that color green too, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it could be Jets too, kind of have that greenish color. We're the only ones.
It seems like the Jets are kind of Kelly greenish a little bit too.
Right. We're the only ones that have the midnight green. And I mean, that's a cool saying too, Dan. Midnight green. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's badass. Speaking of the Jets, what do you think about them this year? Now that they got Aaron Rodgers and a few other players.
Oh, here we go. Great hat. Oh, thanks. Yeah, classic.
That is a dope hat.
They're going to be good, man. They got a nice squad, man. They had a lot of players before they brought in Aaron Rodgers. And dude, I mean, that's like the piece of the puzzle they've been missing for all these years. They had all these flops of quarterback. And I just seen on Lee Carmichael's Facebook page, The End Zone.
Shout out to Lee.
If you guys are in the football, check out the End Zone. It's
great page.
Great Facebook page. And he put up that Hard Knocks this year is going to be the Jets. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I always like watching Hard Knocks, man.
Speaking of which, have you watched?
Nola not pitching against San Diego. I didn't know. I didn't see the lineup. Who
is he hurt?
I don't know.
Because he pitched on Sunday, right? So that would be he would be due to pitch on Friday or Saturday unless he's hurt. I hope he's not.
Well, how does the All-Star game factor in it? Is that
it doesn't matter. You always pitch every 5th day. So even with the All-Star game, so if he pitched Sunday, he'd be due to pitch on Friday or Saturday if they want to push him back a day, get him some rest. But he should be scheduled to pitch. You know, he pitched on Sunday. Real quick too, you were talking about Hard Knocks. Real quick, have you watched on Netflix this new show, Quarterback?
Oh no, I'd heard about it.
Dude, it's really good, man. I was watching before we came on. Pitching Tuesday, huh? That's odd.
Yeah,
maybe they want to give him extra rest.
So, the Netflix show, Making a Quarterback or something.
No, it's just called Quarterback. It's really good. It follows Pat Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota, by the way, who's now the Eagles' backup quarterback.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Really good show, dude. It's very in-depth, and it almost, it kind of not, gives an intimate view of behind the scenes of these guys, and it humanizes them. I know, and I'm guilty of it too, with athletes, we get on them, we berate them, and we're tough on them, almost like they're not human. But you watch this show, and you're like, these people are human. They're just like us, and it's very interesting. I definitely recommend watching. I think I just done episode 4. Really good, man. Really cool, dude. I definitely recommend it.
Just came out. You burned through 4 episodes, right? Was that good?
Yeah. And if we didn't have the podcast, I'd be in there watching it right now. And when we get done, I'm serious. I'll probably watch another 2.
Tonight.
Man,
I have to check it out, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely it's cool. I don't know if you want to play the song, but I'm going.
All right, let's do it. Hold on, we gotta switch it up. All right. What's in your fridge? What's in your fridge? Little tree house, maybe some other half items. What's in your fridge? Yeah, maybe some monkish. I don't know. What's in your fridge?
Okay, so I just got a fresh shipment of Fidens. I got some Vault Brewing 4-pack. I got some Hill Farmstead, some Treehouse, some Abomination, Cape May.
Now
I got a Monkish in there, but it's like 10 or 11%, and I don't feel like.
Did you hear about Fidens? They're going to be delivering beer to PA, I believe. Nice. So, yeah.
Fucking huge. I wish Jersey would get their heads out of their asses.
Yeah, me too. Luckily, I have friends in PA, though.
Yeah, true that. It's important.
Yeah.
I know I do Treehouse every week a lot, but I'm going to try and change it up a little bit and do some really good breweries that are a little different than what I usually do. And I'm going to do Hop Butcher for the World.
Oh, shit, man. I haven't had one of them in a while, dude.
The Adventures of Nelson and Strata.
Oh, man. What a combination.
And Dope Can Art. It's like a...
That's it. It's got the little hops with hats.
Yeah, and they're like private detectives. It's like the Adventures of Nelson and Strata. Like they're a couple comic book characters.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty dope. I'll be saving that can as I trip over shit. So I'm in my garage and got my weed whacker, my lawnmower right there, my fucking tractor over here.
Yeah. We are adventurous podcasters. We don't have the luxury of having nice studios.
For the love of the game, I do it for you people.
We do it for our fans.
Yeah, I just spilled beer on myself. Awesome. I never did learn how to pour beer, Bob. I shut my finger to the screen door.
So I was looking up the awards for the bar that the best tap list. It was on New Jersey magazine or New Jersey NewJersey.com. That's
something like that.
Yeah. I found it after the last show. That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to the customers. I mean, really, they're the ones drinking the good beer, doing their thing. I mean, that's a big shout out to them, and much appreciate to all them, all the awesome people that drink good craft beer, and aren't still drinking the the macro brews.
Did you hear Anchorage is stopping, dude?
Yeah, I posted it in Craft Beer Fanatics, my site on Facebook. Also, check out Rick's Beer Adventures on YouTube, and check out breweries.nj.com, DeeTer spot.
Nice, thanks.
Yeah.
So there have been a brewery for 127 years, and then now they're finally wrapping up. Man, that's crazy.
And they're owned by Sapporo, I believe.
Right. Yeah, because they said that on the article I read that they were closing up before, and then it kind of like got saved, I guess, by Sapporo or whatever. And it's crazy that they're closing up because I know people love their beer, man. Like,
yeah, it's one of them classic.
What's up?
It's like one of those. They're classic,
Yeah.
They're classic. I'm trying to hit almost like a Sierra Nevada, type, or it's a classic beer. Anchor Steam, and you have their Christmas ale, which is huge. I know every year people like to buy that.
I think like their stout's really big too. I remember like on that one beer that you could buy some with a T Trag. God, I can't remember the damn fucking app. You could buy beer on the app, and they would always have Anchorage stouts and stuff like that. Tabor, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever used that?
Like one time.
I never used it.
Put a box together. It's expensive.
You
can get some nice stuff. I wouldn't get like their IPAs because you don't know what the age are. But if you're ready to like sours or stouts, yeah, it's good.
That's cool.
Yeah. Pilsner, something that would last a long. You know what I mean?
Pilsners. Some great beers.
Yeah.
Them lagers, man. I can't say enough.
I have friends with different taste buds. So,
I know.
What I mean?
I'm just fucking around. I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll probably drink a Pilsner tonight. I got one of them pizzeria pills from Treehouse. When I get out of here, I'm watch some quarterback and then eventually play some poker and drink some low ABV beers. So Pilsners will be on the menu.
Yeah, like drinking beers with you is like my best favorite times because it would just be IPA, dude.
Right back at you, brother.
Dude. Yeah.
Listen, and unshamedly, I know this thing is these days the lagers. I get it. And listen, I love my IPAs. Always have and always will, and that won't ever change. So, and I'll always support them. Best beers in the world.
Oh, the people that make good IPAs ain't closing up their shops.
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. You don't see Treehouse and Trillium and Monkish and fucking.
I hate to be a dick, man, but hey, man, it's the truth.
I always say if you make great beer, it will sell itself. And that always holds true. It's fun to make. It's cool to have lagers and pilsners, but I'm telling you, people ain't waiting in line for that shit.
This Trogs and Warwick beer, man, was awesome. Really good.
Dude, you drank that fast for a 9% beer.
Well, it's a beer drinking show there, Ricky.
Amen, brother. So it's a tough man's work, but somebody got to do it.
Yep.
Oh,
it's about that halfway mark, so I gotta get another beer in.
Nice.
So
it's pretty good.
Yeah, what you got on that? Any other details before I jump into
well, I mean, the name says a lot. It's Adventures of Nelson and Strata, and as you know, with the Strata, you get some of that strawberry peel, which is there, and then Nelson, I get a little bit of that white grape, a white wine grape, little mustiness. Right. It's good. They dance well together.
That's what I was wondering, man. That's a different combination, man. That's pretty cool.
It really is. And I don't want to say no. Well, anyway, it's 7.5%, but it drinks really easily, just like the Fat Orange Cat did. Or maybe it's because I haven't drank much beer in the past week that all beer right now is tasting great, but it's smooth and it's pretty good. I think I've had one beer since this last Saturday.
Yeah, I've been working out, man, and Warren's been kicking my ass, and then I've been doing yard work and shit. So today I was like, I want to drink tonight. So
out of the way, and we'll put that Rocky montage theme music on. DeeTer's workout. I'm here to pump.
Dude,
you up?
It's so brutal, man.
That's good though.
Warren's like jacked, and he's like, "You ready, man?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't even want to do this." He's like, "Well, we're doing it anyway." I'm like, "All right, let's go." That's
good. You need somebody kicking you in the ass.
Yeah, he's a good workout partner.
Yeah. I was just texting back and forth with him this morning. That's if anybody doesn't know, that's part of our clique, me, DeeTer, and Warren, amongst others. We were all great friends since very, very long time.
Yeah. So, I picked up a Jersey beer.
Nice.
Yeah. breweriesinNJ.com. It's my website. Check it out. The Instagram, Breweries in New Jersey. So Magnify Pillow Talk.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe it's 7%. Not too shabby.
Okay.
I think I've had it before. I remember it being pretty good.
What's your hop profile looking like?
I have to pour it first. Let's see. Oh man, it's a dark beer. So dark grains. Nice head. Jesus Christ, the head's huge.
Real quick, too, while we're talking about you GC kids, I want to send a shout out to Ryan, who was the athletic director at GC, and GC's baseball team won the state championship this year. He was a big part of that. Also an assistant coach on the T-ball team with me. Saw him today. Ryan, shout out to you, big kid, you and your GC. What are you guys, the Rams?
Rams, yeah, Rams.
Yeah, you and Warren and Ryan, shout out to y'all. Yeah. And a lot of the other cats, Narducci and all them cats. You guys are all good dudes.
Yeah, my nephew be a Ram next this September he'll be a freaking Ram. Jesus Christ. Yeah, hopefully he gets on the hockey team, man. If not, I'm shooting for a golf team, man. I'd like to go out golf with him, man. That'd be nice.
Good luck to you, kiddo. Well wishes, big kid.
Oh, that's a big beer.
What's your ABV on that?
It's 7%, man, but it's got like a darker body.
Okay, it's not a West Coasty, is it?
No, it's a marshmallow IPA.
Oh,
so that's the Pillow Talk. Oh man,
so I get it now. I see what they did there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll have to dive into this guy eventually. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, see, that's a
Jesus goodness, sir. Yeah. You could camp out for the weekend on that head.
Yeah, that head's not going nowhere. I'll try to let it sit,
you better wipe your face and run your finger through that. Get some face oil on that bitch. Jesus, goodness gracious.
Oh man, it fucking tastes delicious. I do like marshmallow IPA.
Are you? I thought you were. I remember you telling me that.
Equilibrium's phenomenal with them, dude. They make some bangers.
Oh, speaking of which, and shout out to my boy Raj at Clayton Liquor, best beer store. Good.
So good, dude. So
give me a review.
Man, it's got a good malt base. You know what I mean? It gets probably a lot of oats, a lot of like some biscuity, maybe like
Maris Otter
Promise or something like that. Huge head. You know, you get that nose of marshmallow right off the bat.
Sweet. Is there any sweetness in the taste?
Oh yeah, you get the sweetness too. Sweetness is a little bit on the back end. Yeah, man. It's just like hops with marshmallows. It's delicious. It is goddamn delicious. If they made a cookie, I would be like so happy with marshmallows and hops. It's so great.
Oh, nice! Shout out to Magnify, another New Jersey brewery representing.
Yeah, man. They do good stuff too, man. I don't really get the chance to get like their high end stuff a lot. I know Raj has them a good amount, but other than Raj, they don't come around too much. But
you know what I liked from them a lot. Maybe it was a month and a half, 2 months ago. They're one of their flagship beers is Main Event. It's good beer. I think it's 6.5%, 7%, not really strong. but they released their 8th anniversary edition about a month and a half ago, and they triple dry hopped it and was fucking banging. Now listen, you triple dry hop almost anything for me, and I'm in. But man, it was really good. I was like, wow, dude. And it's 6.5%. I'll drink 9 of these in a sitting.
Yeah, Main Event's fucking great, and I believe he was a brewery in Maine before he started up Magnify.
Was he really?
Yeah,
no shit.
I forget what brewery, but I know he brewed in Maine before he opened up Magnify.
Oh, get out. I didn't see that. Learn something new every day. And that's why he calls it Main Event. I get it now. Okay. Putting the pieces together, mofo.
I like his one beer. It's called Contractual Obligations, because that's when he first got his contract to have like real big hops. It was like
no
a year.
shit.
Yeah. Because I like that he had a Vine Shine. He had a Pollinator, which was a honey IPA.
Yeah, I remember that. Low visibility.
Yeah.
Which is really good double dry hop.
And I remember I went to the Great American Beer Festival. No, the Great New Jersey Beer Fest. The one in AC, whatever the hell. AC Beer Festival.
AC Beer Fest.
Yeah. One of those. So I met him there, and I started talking to him there, and then I really liked his beer, so I was traveling up to North Jersey. He's like exit 1, dude. He's like
Fairfield, I think, right?
Yeah. And then I met him again. God, where was some other beer festival? I met him. I talked to him again, and then for the 3rd time, it was at the Poorhouse. Remember, we went to that Poorhouse beer festival. Was out in the parking lot.
Yes, and it was hot as balls.
Right, they had the big fans. When I was drinking that Contract Obligation, he's like, "You like that one?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "This is like the 3rd time I talked to you, man." And I don't know if you work for the brewery or whatever. He's like, "Man, I'm the head brewer. I own it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's probably why I see you all around."
Yeah, yeah. He's like, the whole crew from there is cool people, man.
Yeah. So he told me the whole reason behind it. You know, he's like, that's when we got our contract. So that's why I was like, oh, that's awesome, dude.
That's pretty dope, dude. You had now educated me on some Magnify. That's also I love acquiring beer knowledge. I do. I just like
it's a great sponge. Guy. I remember I went to Raj, and he did a tap takeover, and this dude always promotes
several times.
And he was there for the tap takeover down South Jersey. And who does that? You know what I mean? Like that's just fucking killer.
It's a man of his craft.
Right. And Raj was telling him, like, hey man, this is breweries of NJ.com. Yeah, he does beer review, this and that. I was like, yeah, nice shout out there, Raj. I was like, pretty cool.
Raj, good dude. By the way, I was gonna say it earlier, shout out to Raj and Clayton Liquor. Got me a 4-pack of Equilibriums, Ghost in the Laboratory. Their collab with Parish Brewing, who does Ghost in the Machine.
Wow.
Yo, really? It's like a 4.8. I rate that shit, dude. I'm like, Raj is the man. Got me a 4-pack, dude. I'm like, you're the fucking cat, dude. I love that kid.
I love Double Dry Hop Ghost in the Machine, man. That's a good fucking beer.
Yeah. Shout out to Al, Al Smith.
Yeah.
Got me one of them before. Good stuff.
Yeah, his mom and his sister traveled down to New Orleans. I think that's where they're out of, and they became friends with one of the workers at the brewery.
Oh, get out!
So yeah, so they were able to ship beer back and forth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al's he's picking up some Monkish from me this weekend. I told him, I said if I didn't run into him, I would have gave it to you.
Okay.
But he's going to pick it up from me, I think on Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure he shares it with you, because the shit I got's really fucking good.
Hey, man, you're probably going to share that with me, dude. He's got a lot of mouths to feed. He's got his family. Yeah, you know, his mom, his sister, his uncle.
Well, I was only able to get 2 4-packs, and I remember Al saying on here, I think, when I had it, that he really wanted to, get some Monkish. Now, it's not often my buddy gets it for me, but when he does, I told Al, I was like, listen, when I can get it, I'll try. And I don't often get a lot. It's usually like 2 4-packs. But
I want to hear what he has to say about it. You know what I mean?
I like it. I feel like they're the treehouse of the West Coast. They really are. They're really good.
Now, I mean, I guess you kind of do go out of your way to get it, but I mean, do you feel like they're at the treehouse, other half level? Like that's one of
Yes.
your, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Without a hesitation. Yes. 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 I mean,
All right.
they're. I mean, they are the treehouse of the West Coast. They're that good. And dude, I'll be honest with you. You know what I paid for 2 4-packs?
A lot.
$75 for 2 4-packs. You know, so
Fucking.
yeah. I mean, listen, I wouldn't pay that kind of money for beer that's not phenomenal.
Yeah. See, man, I don't know, man. I can barely keep up with what's up around me. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, and same here. I just, you know, not that I get a ton to spend, but what I do, the side extra money I get, I'm like, well, I'm going to use it for beer because that's, you know, it's my hobby. You know,
right.
That I drink the good shit because I like the good shit.
Good shit.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw, I just went back to the beer fridge.
Yeah.
I drank a half of can of the stuff I was telling you about last week, that Delta 9 cannabis water. Now, we won't be on an hour, so you won't see if it kicks in. But I got to say, I should be their spokesperson. If you guys want to send a check out to me and DeeTer and our show for giving you props, I feel like I've probably sold more cans of your shit in the last 3 weeks than you have, you know. But DeeTer, I'll say this. Here's how I can say with that, and I was telling someone earlier, you know, long ago when I first started this craft beer bar, it wasn't always a craft beer bar. There was a lot of non-craft beer on tap. And I remember I was just starting to get into craft beer, and I went to my boss. Now at the time we're carrying 27 lines, and I said, listen, this craft beer thing, it's going to blow up and it's going to get really big, and it's never going back again, and it's only going to keep getting bigger. Now here we are 13 years later, and it's exploding. Well, here's what I'm saying about this Delta cannabis water. It's the next craft beer because it's going to get big, and it's going to keep getting bigger, and it ain't ever going back again, and it's just going to grow exponentially.
But I mean, what's New Jersey's laws? You know what I mean? Is that
here's the thing with that too?
At a Jersey bar, you know what I mean? Like,
it's a great question. I don't know how it's going to get regulated, but I'll say this, and I say this with love. A buddy of mine was in my bar earlier, and shout out, we were talking about it. I love craft beer. You love craft beer, right? We're good with it. We're good drunks, if you would, quotations. But in reality, there's a faux pas on marijuana because I think it was illegal for so long. It grows from the earth, right? It's legal now. And guess what? Alcohol's a lot worse in every single way. If you're not ready and prepared for it, you shouldn't use it, right? Marijuana's not really like that. It's very peaceful. It's very laid back. People aren't getting in fist fights at bars, you know.
Wait a minute. All right. A couple IPAs and I'm fine.
I know, me too. That's what I said.
I'm sure a couple of the marijuana seltzer drinks, I'll probably be, a little stupid.
Yeah, but you don't use it. But you don't use it.
Okay. Well,
that's like saying for me, if I drank 4 Coors Lights, I'd be really drunk. Or if I was 16, I never drank beer before, you don't use marijuana, so you have no tolerance for it. But if I drank that amount, I'd be fine. I'd probably laugh a lot. I'd probably eat a lot of munchies, but I'd be fine.
I don't know, man.
Just remember I told you it's about to blow up, and it's going to get really big. And it ain't ever going back again. I don't know if you invest money, invest in this field, because I did. I did.
I just don't know how Jersey's going to be. Like, where is this going to be at? In a restaurant or at a bar, or is it just going to be at a liquor store or a cannabis store? Right.
Well, if it's at a liquor store, that's the same place you're buying your beer, right?
Well, that's one liquor store. I've not seen it at other liquor stores. You know what I mean? Have you?
Well, I ordered it and had it delivered to my house. So apparently it's not too tightly regulated. And in reality,
there should.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I know there's a faux pas of marijuana, but the same thing. It's here to stay, and it ain't ever going back. So you think beer sells really well now? when me and you hopefully are still doing this show in 20 years, we're going to be like, oh, remember when pot was illegal? Now it's the biggest selling product in the United States. You think Anheuser-Busch got big? They did. Billions and billions. Someday, this will be bigger.
I hope to be drinking IPAs in 20 years.
Oh, I still will be. I love our show, dude. I love it. We just, you know what I mean? Real uncensored.
Eventually, I'll probably have to try out one of those seltzers and see how it is, but we'll see.
Well, listen, you won't be disappointed because I'm not every single time. I'm serious, dude. It's like it's akin to microdosing. It's good for you. It's in a sense and for balance and. For a lot of things. Now, I don't know. Some people might deal with anxiety / depression or whatever. These are the type of things that help with that. Not me, but people in general. Whereas alcohol can, but alcohol is a pretty big anchor. You know what I mean? It has a way of weighing you down. So it's not always a good thing. Where I feel like this is something that it's going to help a lot of people, and that's a good thing. And so does craft beer.
Yep.
So.
Did you watch ESPYs the other day?
I didn't. How was it?
I didn't watch it too much either.
I didn't watch it either. I don't like.
Mahomes got the award.
Fuck him.
What's that? The dude that had a heart attack with the Buffalo.
Hamlin.
I heard that he was up there talking or something.
Oh, God bless him, man. Yeah. God bless him, dude. Hey, listen, God bless him. I'm glad you're still here, kid, man. It was not your time.
Yeah.
Big guy was not calling you home. You see that? He was like, feel that? That's called purpose. You're here for a reason.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. He's going to go back to playing too, man, right?
Yeah. He's doing what he loves.
Fuck that, man.
Ballsy.
Fully wants that kid, man. I'm twice, Jesus, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, that was some scary stuff, man.
And that's a wrap, man.
God bless that kid, and I'm glad he pulled through that, dude. That's scary stuff.
Fucking huge balls, man. Huge balls on him, man. We'll give
marbles, dude. Fucking marbles of steel, that dude. And God bless. And I hope he does well. I do, because I'll tell you what, I'll always be rooting for that kid. Yeah, I'm always a fan. I'm an Eagles fan, not a Bills fan, but I'll always root for that dude.
I do crack up every time I see like the Bills Mafia, the fucking tailgate and shit.
They're great.
They're great. Crazy ass bunch.
They are. They're some badass motherfuckers, dude. I would love to go there and tailgate with them, dude. I bet they're a good time. Just go up there in Buffalo, drink some beers, and just get this silly, fucking wild, with these crazy dropping through fucking tables and shit. Like professional wrestling, go to the third turnbuckle.
Well, my buddy Tom, man, he's a Giants fan, and he lives up north New York. I'm like, dude, drop the Giants and get the Buffalo jersey.
Yeah,
man.
seriously.
That's what you want to do, man.
That's the team in New York you want to root for. Tell you what, all three New York teams will be solid this year. And, who's that?
Richard.
Oh, that's my boy. That's Rich and Lynn. The ones I always.
Oh, okay.
Man, hey, Rich, love you guys, man. Rich and Lynn, dude, they support us every week, man. They're such great. DeeTer, some of the truly best people I've ever known in my life.
Nice.
Seriously, truly good human beings, man. Love them to death. Nothing but love for you guys. Always looking out for me, my family. You guys are great people, and you support our show every week, and you come in and talk about it. They're big fans of Simcoe hops, so whenever I say Simcoe, I shout out to Rich and Lynn. So may have respect. Love you guys.
But yeah. Well, how many more weeks do we have till
we only got 2 more weeks till training camp, baby. What is it, the 17th, the 18th?
Oh my God,
I know,
dude.
this is the last month without football.
Just hearing about like Hard Knocks, it's like, okay, football's right around the corner, man.
DeeTer, wait till you watch this Netflix show Quarterback, dude. You're going to be loving football even more.
Nice.
It's so good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy just told me about it at work this week. He was telling me about it. I was like, all right.
It's really good. It takes you very much behind the scenes. Okay. And like I said, it humanizes them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm guilty of it the most. We watch sports and I'm so hard on these guys and and I talk shit and sometimes I say mean things, but it's like, you watch this and you're like, man, they're just human beings. They're just regular people too,
Well, that's why I like Hard Knocks, man. Hard Knocks really gets into it too. They always like, show the people like get cut and stuff. Yeah. It's like, oh man, dude.
Heartbreaking.
Pick your family up and go to another team. It's like, Jesus, man.
The NFL is the modern day gladiator sport. It really is. Well, I mean that in the UFC and stuff like that, but it's just it's such a tough a tough thing to succeed in. The few and far between though. That's why I feel special every day. I have a great friend like Mike Rozier, the guy who did it at the highest level and the best of all the best, and I get to be friends with him. I'm like, that's cool, man. And he's a good dude.
Shout out to Mike.
Mike Rozier.
I missed you last time at the bar. Yeah, just miss you. And
that's why you got to come in more, man. You always got an open seat for you, and everybody there loves you, kid. They always ask about you. Where is he at?
It's a good group of people, man.
It is. Shout out to everybody over there, man. The Mike Roziers and the Billy, Pittsburgh Bills and Bonds and Susan Franz and all them cats and all them great people, man. Fucking Greg. Fucking my boy Greg over there. Fucking all of them. Shout out. Good peeps.
But, every time I go there, like, it's always, great tap list. And when you see people that like craft beer, you always tell them, oh, I got this on tap. I have that on tap. And you're just a good person to sell craft beer, man. And you see, like, that's why people go to that bar, man. Good food, good company, man. But, I mean, the name sells itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a good craft beer.
Like I said, all the guests that come in there make that place. It's the Cheers of South Jersey, man. Greatest, clientele in the world. Great people. And you're one of them. You've been there many times, drank many a good beer there. So, but, well, I think it might be Pilsner time. I did a 7.4 and a 7.5%.
Yeah. This is my lower one. This was a 7%. I'm not
What's
sure
that?
The next one. This was the Pillow Talk.
That was only 7%?
7%, yeah.
Oh, nice.
7%, man. Dude, I will say, the marshmallow beers are good, but like maybe one at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like too many.
I agree. That is all I can do. One in a night, and that is it. Well, all right. This is my close out the show beer.
Oh my God. Oh, that's the Italian Pilsner, right?
Yeah, the pizza pills from Treehouse. You knew I was going to get at least one Treehouse beer up on this piece before I got out of here. That is my shit.
So, how do we feel about the Sixers as a summer league going?
Well, I'll say this, DeeTer. I'd like that they got Mo Bamba, backup center, another 7-footer on the team. Good move. He's a good replacement for Anthony Dedmon. That's fine. They signed Patrick Beverly, who, listen, for my money, the dude's a fucking douchebag. I can't stand you. You're a backup point guard, and you talk too much, and you're really good friends with James Harden. I hope you leave with him. Seriously.
Damn,
I hope you leave with him, and I'll be happy or I'll be ready for basketball when James Harden's the fuck out of here. Guy's a team killer. His resume doesn't say otherwise. Am I making it up just to be hateful to James Harden?
No.
I'm like I see it.
No, I totally agree with you, but oh man, it's hard to say because he wants to go. He's been talking about leaving, and I wish we would let him go. You know what I mean?
Well, they have to find a trade partner.
Right.
That's the key.
And if we keep him, I'm not happy about it, but dude, we got to the playoffs last year. Maybe we could turn it.
We got to the playoffs the 5 years in a row before he got here.
I know.
He's not the difference maker, and they lost in the same spot.
I'm not saying he is, but he has won games during the league He has done it. You know what I mean? Like,
What has he won? He's never won a championship.
no, but he had some good games during the regular season.
Dude, he's led the league in turnovers 4 times in the last 8 years.
You got to play with the hands you're dealt. You know what I mean?
We're not, and here's the thing: we're not dealt that hand. We can get out of it.
I don't see it. I mean, I wish.
I don't think we'll be here at the start of the season.
Dude, I wish I had your outlook on that. I think we're stuck with him, dude.
He wants to go to the Clippers, and he said it, and that's fine. Just get out of here, dude. I don't care where you go. Just get out of here. The guy's a team killer. He's a team destroyer. He's that one bad apple that spoils the whole bunch. Get out.
Well, I mean, talking to radio is like he has some talent. I mean, he's not the worst player in the league.
I know. It's not about his talent. It's about who he is. James, you were a great player. You're a pretty good player now, but your biggest concerns are 2 things. And it's fine. I'm not mad at it, but you want to make as much money as you can, and you want to be out partying at the titty bar.
Stop.
And that's fine. I would like that too when I was younger, but guess what? I want to win championships.
You don't know, man. You don't know. We could win it with him, dude. We could.
I do know. I do know, because you know what his resume says? You know what his MO says? Listen, I'm not a foolish person, all right? I'm not naive. You'll never win a championship with James Harden.
I'll just settle in for what we're going to have to endure. You know what I mean? It's just, it ain't going to change, man. It's not going to change.
It'll be gone.
Yeah. How's that Italian pills?
Oh, so good. Look at that nice clear body. Tons of personality on this Pilsner. That's so good. I can tell it's Italian. I would wait in line for that for like 3 hours. Just kidding. I love everybody. Just joking around. It's good. It's a good Pilsner. You know, Treehouse, whatever they put out is usually pretty spot on. And this is no different. It's a really good Pilsner.
So I've seen this. I'm not sure if I had this before or not. Kiwi.
Oh, nice. It's a good beer.
Kiwi Lawson.
Yeah.
IPA.
That's Southern Pacific hops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
8.1, man. So, I mean,
good beer. I had it about a month ago. It's really good. You'll still get a little bit of that darker body, but it's really good. Those South Pacific hops come out, man. You get that Nelson, and you get some of that, little mustiness, and it's good. It's a good beer. I would buy that again.
The fucking head's huge, man. Jesus Christ. Lawson always makes a good beer, man.
Yeah, Lawson makes great stuff.
I do like the little kiwi hop, dude. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, dope can. I think I saved that can because of that coolness. It's probably over there somewhere. Saved these fucking here.
Is there any other sports we could talk about?
Nope. As much as I'd love to, I think this is the tap. And it's hot as balls in my fucking garage. So yeah. I'm gonna go watch some quarterback and then play some poker and jam out to some fucking classic rock.
So yeah, this is the Kiwi Lawson, and yeah, it is good, man.
It's good.
It does have that fruitiness.
Some of that mustiness.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking good. I'd buy that again.
So too. Good. Shit. Amen to that.
All right, well, you go rock out and play some online poker there, Ricky.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody for joining us every Thursday, 10 p.m. on Big Game Sports, BGSE Network. Check us out and comment, and hopefully you enjoy the show. Good night.
Peace out.